Okay, today's date is March 29th, 2021. This is County Court at Law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. My name is Judge Terrence Holmes. I'm presiding here. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay. We had technical difficulties, and we finally got our Zoom up and running. We're on the record in cause number 326034, State of Texas versus Brandon Lee Wooden. Mr. Wooden, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Wooden?
Not too bad.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for being patient. You're here represented by Attorney Brett Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor.
How you doing, Mr. Thomas?
Also, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Thomas, you have an announcement you'd
Yes,
like to
Your
make
Honor.
in Mr. Wooden's case?
Yes, Your Honor. Pursuant to the plea agreement over in Drug Impact Court, we will have agreed to forfeit the gun at issue in exchange for a dismissal and as part of the plea for the drug.
Okay, Mr. Wooden, I have before me a document that is titled Motion to Forfeit. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, sir.
Prior to signing this document, did your attorney go over this document with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in this document?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Wooden, the court is going to grant the state's motion to forfeit the weapon.
It's in the top part on this one. It's a different type form.
Yeah, I was making sure that the cause number. And is there a dismissal on the tablet?
Yes, Your Honor, and I submitted the dismissal for, since he pled in the felony cause.
Okay. Wooden, I'm signing the dismissal. Mr. Wooden, I just signed the dismissal. Mr. Thomas, you can stand over there
Yes,
in front of the court coordinator. She'll give you a copy of the dismissal, and you and your client will be free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And y'all have a blessed day.
You do the same, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No problem.
There's a threat and so.
We have two cases. Is it Jordan Warner Francis?
Jordan Francis.
Okay,
And we're ready.
okay, we on the,
Let me
okay,
get my client.
okay, would you please go get Mr. Francis?
I'll get him. I'll get him. Yeah.
Okay, we on the record in cause number 324-378-1 and cause number 324-380-1. Both cases, well, we have another case as well. Cause number 324-472. All three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Drake Farlow. Mr. Farlow is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Farlow, you can turn your mic on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Farlow, thanks for being patient with us this morning. We've been having some technical difficulties. Mr. Farlow, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm very well.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr.
Yes,
Farlow,
sir.
you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Swallow. Mr. Swallow, thank you for being patient with us as well. And Mr. Swallow, how are you doing? Oh, you must be on mute, Mr. Swallow. Or your volume is down. We can't hear you.
His mic might have a mute on it.
We still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Judge?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Mr. Swallow,
Glad to see
doing?
you're doing well, Judge. I'm doing fine. The family's doing
Okay.
good too. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Swallow. Mr. Swallow, you have an announcement that you'd like to make in Mr. Furlow's cases?
Yes, Judge, we're not ready, and I can tell the court that Mr. Furlow is the grandson to Ken Furlow, and he's been taking care of Mr. Furlow and his wife. They're both very ill, and there were some cases that we were going to try to work out in Northeast Texas. And I spoke with Ashley this morning, and she's unaware of some of the previous negotiations that had taken place. But I feel like, Judge, that we're going to reach a resolution to this, and it should be a plea. So
Okay.
if the court could give us to like June, and I don't mean to put it off too far, but I'm anticipating that we can come in and do the plea in June, if
Okay.
not before then.
Okay, let me do this first. Now, Mr. Swallow, you mentioned that Mr. Drake Furlow is, I guess, related to an attorney, Mr. Furlow. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Now,
Yes.
I guess, well, I know Mr. Furlow. Now, State, do you have any objections to me sitting on this matter? If there's a conflict of interest, I'll recuse myself if you think there's a
No, Your
conflict
Honor,
of
I
interest.
don't think that this would be a conflict in the case.
Okay.
And everything that Mr. there were some negotiations between him and past prosecutors.
Okay, now this case was transferred over here, look like, is this, no.
No.
Oh,
There
no,
were
that's just a -1, I looked at the
Yeah.
last number. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, what we'll do is, Mr. Swallow, we're gonna reset it 60 days,
That'll be fine, Judge.
okay? We'll reset it, give us the court date. Is it gonna be on a pretrial conference docket? If that's what you
That-
want, or plea docket or announcement docket?
Judge, I can have the case ready for a plea in 60 days. I'm assuming Ms. Ramos can, and so that'll be fine if you want to put us
Put on
on a plea docket.
Okay.
And I'm assuming if things don't work out, we can go back to a trial docket or something like
Oh, yeah,
that.
we can go to a trial docket, that's right.
Okay. But yeah, that'll be fine. Plea docket.
Okay, so we're gonna reset it on a plea docket. What's that date again? Okay, it's gonna be reset to June 7th, 2021. Okay, Mr. The Swallow, we're gonna send you your reset, and Mr. Furlow, your court date is gonna be June 7th of 2021. Stay in contact with your attorney. Your attorney will be giving your court date. And Mr. Furlow, you are free to go. This will complete your cases, and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Swallow, I think that these are the only cases that you have today.
That's
And you have a
correct.
blessed day as well, and you're excused.
Thank you, Judge, and good seeing y'all again. Can't wait till we can all be back in person.
Okay, nice
So-
seeing you as well. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Judge,
All right,
thank you.
I have a blessed day.
Yeah,
You
left
too,
hand.
Judge.
Still not responding. He had to go into drug court. I'll shoot him a text and let him know that you're on Zoom. But it looks like Matuska and this guy are on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
This is
Mr.
on the pretrial.
Okay, and Mr. Hold on a minute.
Has the lady.
Okay, we're gonna be on the record in clause number 316116, the state of Texas versus Nevada Lavon Williams. As bailiff will be going to get Miss Williams. She's outside the courtroom.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Cobb. Mr. Williams,
Yes, sir.
you can stand right there. Your full name is Nevada Lavon Williams?
Nivietta Lavon Williams.
Oh, Nivietta Lavon Williams.
Yes,
How you doing, Miss Williams?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing fine as well. Ms. Williams, thanks for being patient. We was having some technical difficulties. And so that's what the reason for the delay was. And your attorney, Mr. Cobb, is appearing on Zoom. He has been on Zoom all morning waiting for us to get started. Mr. Cobb, thank you for being patient.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Cobb, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Ms. Williams' case?
I sure would like to see Miss Williams' motion to revoke probation. I haven't seen it. I've gone to the discovery loophole up there at the district attorney's office, and I haven't received anything. I think it probably should come from the community supervision department, and I haven't received anything from any of those people. So I really don't know what to think. I don't know exactly what allegations they're making. So the only thing I could do is ask for a reset and urge that either the community supervision department or the district attorney's office, one or the other, give me what is on there, whether or not they have any idea that they can resolve this matter short of full revocation. Every time I get and see this, the last time I was here and had a client, and the probation officer said full revocation, kind of like I still haven't even gotten anything on that particular, although the district attorney was kind enough to give me the information for the current offense. But I really need to get reset.
378-1 and cause number 324.
What is that a feedback of the recording?
No, it sounds like
Both
someone.
cases,
No, that's my voice.
It's him, but it's like he's got someone else's playing.
Oh. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I was just trying to figure out what was going on.
you have another case as well. Cause number 324. 472. All three cases will style the state of Texas versus
Is that, whose mic is that on? Is that on your mic, Mr. Cobb?
Furlough.
No,
Everybody
Your
else?
Honor, I'm not saying anything really.
Put yours on mute and let's see. Now I don't hear nothing.
He's not muted.
Now he is.
Okay, I don't hear anything now. Okay, you can take it off of mute. Mr. Cobb, you could take your mic off of mute.
Mr. Furlough, how are you doing?
I'm
That's
doing
not-
good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Oh,
I'm very
yeah.
well.
I'm doing fine.
That's a previous recording.
Yeah, but
Thanks for asking. Mr.
Yes,
Furlough,
sir.
you're here represented by your
Hold on a minute.
Swallow, Mr. Swallow. Thank you for being patient with us as well.
There you go.
Swallow, how are you doing?
Mr. Cobb, put your
It's
mic
not-
back on mute.
He would light up if it was from him, and he's not lighting up. So it's coming from your,
See, we don't hear it when he's muted.
Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted.
You know?
Well, let's do this here.
Anyway, let Brewster stay muted when he says.
Okay. Now, yeah, Mr. Cobb, the Assistant District Attorney, Ms. Ramos, heard everything that you had to say. And I think Ms. Ramos, and Ms. Ramos is going to try to provide you with the discovery. Is that correct, Ms. Ramos?
Mr. Shear's about to go up right now and get him what he needs.
Okay, Mr. Shearer is going to go upstairs and make sure that you get what you need. You can take your mic off of mute now, Mr. Cobb. Mr. Cobb, you can take your mic off of mute.
I have
Okay.
a problem there with the cursor, but I got it.
Okay. Now, Mr. Cobb, Mr. Shearer is going upstairs to make sure that you get the information that you need for your discovery. And so he heard everything that you had to say. And so that is, so that's going to be taken care of. And so what the court is going to do, the court is going to reset your case pending the discovery, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine. That's
Yes, Judge, we're not ready.
Okay, you can
And,
put that, your mic on mute again?
okay. There we go.
She also has a felony, April the 5th. He wants to set it after the felony.
Now, Mr. Cobb, Ms. Williams has a felony set for April the 5th. You want the case set after the felony or same time? Just take your mic off of mute and let us know.
Your Honor,
You like to set it at the same time with the felony, or do you like to set it on a different date?
I got kicked out of the meeting.
No, you're still in the meeting. I'm still, we looking at you right now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
I'm gonna go ahead after the felony, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll, give us a reset date. Just any date after the, when?
May 3rd.
Okay, your case is gonna be reset to May 3rd. You will be sent a copy of the reset and your client will get a copy of the reset in the court, okay? Mr. Cobb,
Okay, thank
this is your only case. You excuse, and you have a blessed day. Ms. Williams, you can stand over there on the end, get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
Let me see. Mr. Macy, you can take your mic off of mute.
Yes, Your Honor.
How you doing, Mr. Macy?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Mr. Macy, we're on the record in cause number 324282, the state of Texas versus Donald Smith, and Mr. Smith is in custody, Mr. Macy. And
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Ms. Ramos, you had an, information on Donald Smith's case?
It's set for April 19th in Judge Stevens Court, but that's the initial setting on the case.
Okay, so the case is set for April the 19th, the initial setting in the felony court. Do you want your case to be reset on that date or a different date?
Same date's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, that's April 19th. So we'll send you a copy of your, of the reset. And if this is your only case, you're free to go. And again, Mr. Macy, thank you for being patient with us. We've had technical difficulties getting on to the Zoom.
Understand, Your Honor. Thank you. And I'll see you on April 19th.
All right, and you have a blessed day.
Same to you, Judge.
All right. We're on the record in cause number 326946, the state of Texas versus Neftali Garcia. We have Mr. Garcia appearing via Zoom, and we have his attorney, Mr. Matuska, who is also appearing via Zoom. Mr. Matuska, just for the record, was in court in person when we was having our technical difficulties, and he asked the court for permission to go to his office, and it was granted. Thank you for being patient with us, Mr. Matuska. And Mr. Garcia, I noticed that you've been on Zoom since we started at 9, and thank you for being patient with us as well. Now, Mr. Matuska, you have an announcement that you have for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a plea agreement reached, and we would like to reset it so that Mr. Garcia can appear in person to do that.
Okay, how much time you need?
Whatever the court can set us for.
Okay, give us a date. Okay, it's gonna be reset to May 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will mail you, well, we will send you the reset. And Mr. Garcia, please stay in contact with your attorney. And this will conclude your case. Again, thank you for being patient. And Mr. Garcia, you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You do the same.
All right, thank you. Mr. Matuska, do you have any other cases?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Matuska, thank you as well for being patient, and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're excused.
Mr. Wilkerson.
Yeah, Mr. Nix, your attorney is, I think, on Zoom in another court. He's gonna get back on Zoom and thank you for being patient as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
So
Your
just
Honor.
hold on. All right. Okay, we're on the record in cause number 327600. Case is styled State of Texas versus Christine Michelle Garcia. Mr. Wilkerson. Mr. Wilkerson, are you available? Okay, Mr. Wilkerson is not available at this time, so she can have a seat in the gallery, and then when Mr. Wilkerson come on, because I know he had another matter in another case. She can sit in the gallery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're on the record in two cases. First case is cause number 327-452. Second case is cause number 327-456. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Gavin Christopher Belton. Well, we have Mr. Belton present in court. Is your full name Gavin Christopher Belton? How you doing, Mr. Belton? That's good, Mr. Belton. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Charlie Rojas. Mr. Rojas, how are you doing?
Doing good, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Rojas, you have an announcement that you would like to make in Mr. Belton's case?
Good, I'd like to get another announcement, Dr. Commissioner Belton. I need to go over the discovery and offer with him. I think it's something we're gonna be able to get worked out. Just need time to go over that with him.
Oh, so you'd like to have it set on what docket? Announcement?
Yes.
Okay. Now, give us a date. It's gonna be reset to May 3rd. And you can get your reset, you'll be free to go. And Mr. Belton, once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well. Mr. Belton, you have a blessed day. Mr. Rojas, you have a blessed day as well. And both of y'all, thank you for being patient with us. We was having some technical difficulties getting on Zoom. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Ms. Garcia, come on back up. We're on the record in cause number 327600. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Christine Michelle Garcia. Ms. Garcia is present in court. How are you doing, Ms. Garcia?
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, thank you for being patient with us this morning. We was having some technical difficulties getting on the Zoom. Mr. Wilkerson, you representing Ms. Garcia. How are you doing?
Doing well, Judge. Thank you.
That's good. And also thank you for being patient with us this morning. Mr. Wilkerson, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Ms. Garcia's case?
Your Honor, Ms. Garcia has a pending felony in conjunction with this case. And so we would ask that the case be reset with her pending felony matter.
Or do we have a date on the felony? When? Okay, her felony case is on April the 26th. You like to reset it on that same date?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll reset it on the same date. Ms. Garcia, you can stand over there in front of the court coordinator. She'll give you your reset date. You'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Wilkerson, I think your other case, the client was in jail. Yes, Herschel Dugas.
Yes, Your Honor. He also has a pending felony case.
And you want that case set on the same date?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll set it on the same date and we'll send you notice of both resets. And I think these will conclude your cases and you have a blessed day. You're excused.
You as well.
Okay, Sadie Sigmund L, would you turn on your?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's, is that Lupe? Is your last name or Lupo?
Lupo, yes, sir.
Lupo. Now, Ms. Lupo, you stated that you work for Mr. Allison?
Yes, sir, and he's in another hearing at the moment.
Okay, well, let's see. I think Mr. Allison cases, he has Remiscus Sims. That's the guy's in jail, so he's not here. But I guess whenever he is finished with the case, he can just zoom in.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. We're on the record in two cases. First case is cause number 320504. Second case is cause number 320506. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Column Mickey Nix. Mr. Nix, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Okay, and Mr. Nix, thanks for being patient with us this morning. We was having some technical difficulties getting onto Zoom. And Mr. Macon is representing you. Mr. Macon, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, and thank you for being patient with us as well, Mr. Macon. Mr. Macon.
No problem at all, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Macon, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make in Mr. Nix's cases?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Nix's cases are going to be resolved by a plea as soon as I can get to the courtroom one morning. I'm in a Zoom.
Okay, now, when did you want it reset to?
If it's all right with you, I'll have staff call yours and we'll pick that.
Okay, that's fine. Now, Mr. Nix, your case is going to be reset for a plea. Please stay in contact with your attorney who will make arrangements to get a plea date once he look at his schedule.
Yes.
And Mr. Nix, again, thanks for being patient. This will conclude your cases and you have a blessed day.
Understandable. You as well.
All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Macon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have a blessed day as well, and thanks for your patience.
That was awesome. You too, Judge. Thanks.
Okay, you. We're on the record in cause number 328260. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Terry Lee Foley. Is that your full name? Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Foley? I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Foley, you're charged here with a burglary of a vehicle. The bailiff handed you out a paper that is titled "The Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney." Do you see that paperwork? Yes, sir. Now, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option? Yes, sir. Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option? And number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option? Yes, if you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
At the bottom of the document, it states, defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. If your choice is, I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney, then you'll place your initials on the first line to the left. If your choice is, I have hired an attorney whose name is, then you'll place your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to apply for court-appointed counsel, then you'll place your initials on the third line to the left. If your choice is, I have a court-appointed attorney whose name is, then you'll place your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself, then you'll place your initials on the fifth line to the left. Once you have finished placing your initials on one of the 5 lines, you will sign at the bottom of the document where it says defendant, and you will date it today's date, March 29th of 2021. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Can I ask a question? Ms. Westport just assigned me a lawyer. Can I
That's
use that?
different. You don't have the same, we have a different list here. Okay?
Okay, sign the bottom.
Thank you.
Okay, now, Mr. What, you have to fill out a financial questionnaire, just sit at that desk. And,
Mr. Brenda can help him on that?
yes, and we'll have someone to assist you with filling it out. We're on the record in cause number 326846, the state of Texas versus Cameron Jawan Ford. Mr. Ford, would you please come forward? How you doing, Mr. Ford?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Ford, I see here, Mr. Ford, that you are, you do not have an attorney, is that correct?
Mr. West is supposed to be my attorney.
Mr. West? Mr. West?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, I was trying to get off mute.
Okay, I have Cameron Jawan Ford.
Yes, Your Honor.
He said that you are his attorney?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, he hired you?
Yes, sir. He hired me a while back. Do you guys not have me on record?
Did we see? Hold on a minute. I didn't see your name on the docket sheet. No. Yeah, we don't, this is a misdemeanor. We don't have your name on the, we don't have attorney rep on the misdemeanor.
Oh, okay. I thought we sent one to you as well, but I'll get one over to you guys for that too. Yeah, but I am an attorney. Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is we'll reset the case. I'll stand at 30 days, and then when we get the letter from you, then you'll be on the case.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay, stand over here, get your reset. We're gonna keep it on the announcement doc. You say he has a felony, right?
It was disposed of.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna just put it on announcement docket.
Yes, sir, coming May 3rd.
Okay. Okay, now we're also on the record in cause number 326908. In this case, it's styled the state of Texas versus Kira May Bennett. Ms. Bennett, would you please come forward? Okay, Ms. Bennett, I see here, well, first of all, Ms. Bennett, your full name, Kira May Bennett? How you doing, Ms. Bennett? Good morning. Now, Ms. Bennett, you're represented here by your attorney, Mr. John West, who is appearing via Zoom. And Mr. West, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Ms. Bennett's case?
Yes, Your Honor. We were just down the hall in Judge West Court. She has 2 pending felonies down there. We have an offer on the table. We're negotiating with the state right now to get that resolved. I believe that if we can get the felonies resolved, this one will resolve itself through that. So we're asking it to be reset along with the felony, whatever date it got moved to. I don't know when that is, but you guys may be able to look that up.
Okay, we'll have the court coordinator look into that. So we're gonna reset it on the felony date.
Yeah.
Okay, now Ms. Bennett, you can stand on the X in front of the court coordinator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. Mr. Ford, that door is locked. And Mr. Ford, you have a blessed day as well. Yeah, okay, you're welcome. Now, Mr. West, I think this will conclude your cases.
I hope so, Your Honor. And I'm sorry I'm late. I was in Judge West Court and Judge Shelton's court. I've been all morning long on Zoom in various courts.
Yeah, but we was having some technical difficulties, and so we got on Zoom late because.
Okay, great, good. I wasn't too late then.
No, we had to get some folks to come down here and take care of the technical difficulties that we had.
Cool.
All right. So, Mr. West, this will conclude your case. You please have a blessed day.
Thanks, Judge. You too. Bye.
Okay. Oh, he said, not too late. Okay, we're back on the record in cause number 328260, State of Texas versus Terry Lee Foley. Mr. Foley, I have reviewed your application for the appointment of court-appointed attorney. I've received your affidavit of indigency, and based on the information that you put here, now let me do this here, Mr. Foley, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Is that Foley?
Fine.
Foley. Mr. Foley, I have a copy of the affidavit of indigency. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Foley, you, after reviewing your affidavit of indigency, the court has determined that you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, and therefore you will be appointed the next attorney who's on the list, and that attorney's name is Terrence Allison. Now, Mr. Foley, you can stand over there, and the court coordinator gonna give you information on Mr. Allison. And once you get the information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if we have our Ms. Ramos, are you available?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, okay, we're on the record in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 6 cases. First case is cause number 327032. Second case is 327034. Third case is cause number 327090. Fourth case is cause number 327092. The fifth case is cause number 327105. And the sixth case is cause number 327512. All 6 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Remiski Jerwayne Sims. Mr. Sims is incarcerated, and we have appearing on his behalf his attorney, Mr. Terrence Allison. Mr. Allison, thank you for being patient with us this morning. We was having some technical difficulties, and we had to get some folks from the MIS department to come down here to get us online.
Yes, Your Honor.
And now your client is in jail. Miss Ramos, do we have any, does Mr. Sims have a felony or anything?
I believe so, Your Honor. Give me just a second to flip back over to that.
Okay, I see the court coordinator say he has a felony that is set today.
Yes. That's the message we received in our office from Ms. Ramos. She was really good about letting us, she's been really great about letting us know what's going on with this client. And she even emailed us last week and told us about him, Mr. Sims, and his felonies.
Okay, so you want to just keep his misdemeanor cases attached to his felonies? The reset dates?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
If you're asking me.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, let's see, do we have a felony reset date, or is it still set?
It's still set on today for now.
Okay, so for right now, it's still set. If he gets another reset date, we'll send you that date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
This will conclude your, matter of fact, you just received a court appointment.
Okay.
Should,
I'm glad my assistant is on the line. She's watching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's Miss Lupo. She works in our office, you judge, and I had I had a hearing, and I asked her to sit in.
Well, she told us.
Okay.
And so you was next on the list, and so the gentleman just was given the information on contacting you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Allison, this will conclude your cases. First of all, thanks for being patient with us.
Yes, sir.
This morning. And since you don't have anything further, you may be excused.
Thank you so much.
Blessed day. And Ms. Lupo, you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, and thanks. And just tell Ms. Lupo, thanks for being patient with us as well.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's what he just told me.
The very last person.
No, the guy you need from Allison?
The last person.
Yeah, he's in jail, so I don't reset it.
Yeah. Pardon. Ms. Ramos, I'm looking at the dismissal docket, and a gentleman by the name of Calvin Van Bowles, is that a dismissal?
Your Honor, that's the one we were waiting to hear from felony court
Oh,
on.
we're waiting on that one. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Okay. We're on the record in cause number 327340, State of Texas versus Calvin Van Bowles Jr. We have Mr. Chip Lewis, who is Mr. Bowles' attorney. Mr. Lewis, how are you doing?
Very well. Nice to see you, Your Honor.
All right, nice to see you as well. Now, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Bowles appeared here earlier, and I think the state has a dismissal.
I'm here to report for the state of Texas that Mr. Bowles just pled guilty next door per our agreement. He's been taken into custody on a sentence of 3 years to do.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Ramos, did you hear that?
Yes, Your Honor, and that was what my understanding was of what was supposed to occur today. And so the state has submitted the dismissal on the tablet.
Okay, I'll be waiting for my computer to come up. We've been having some computer difficulties this morning.
Understood, Your Honor.
I just signed the dismissal. It should be coming off in a few seconds. There it is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you can get your reset, and Mr. Lewis, nice seeing you.
Likewise.
You have a safe trip.
I will, Your Honor.
And you have a blessed day.
Likewise. Y'all have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Well, man, how are you? Thank you very much. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. On the record in cause number 325934, the state of Texas versus Roxanne Pena. Okay, we have Mr. Pepper, would you call the name of Roxanne Pena? Okay, the name of Roxanne Pena was called at or about 9 a.m. by the court's bailiff. There was no answer. The time now is 11:35 a.m. on today's date, March 29, 2021. Ms. Pena's name was just called again by the bailiff. She did not answer. We have appearing for Ms. Pena, her attorney, Mr. Charles McIntosh. Mr. McIntosh, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
That's good. Mr. McIntosh, did you hear the statement that the court made in reference to Ms. Pena?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. My only concern would be that I know she has a couple of felonies that are set for, I believe, April the 5th. My concern would be is that she may have thought that this court date was also on that date. I do not know. I know this was on my calendar, so I was ready to appear, Judge.
Yes, I see she has a bondsman as well who's responsible for giving her those dates. I know just from speaking to Ms. Ramos this morning in the court, it was my understanding that you were making some attempts to locate Ms. Pena. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge, I was trying to get in contact with her.
Okay, so normally our bond forfeitures go in at 4. We'll try to give you until 4 to see if you can make some contact. If you are able to make contact, you can get with the court either via Zoom or via telephone.
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right. Do we have anything else?
Nothing for me, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. McIntosh, you excused and you have a blessed day. We was having some computer difficulties this morning. We got on a little late.
That's okay, Judge. I understand.
Yeah, I understand that you had called in. So thanks for being patient with us.
No worries, Your Honor. You have a good one.
All right, same to you. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Ramos, I think that this will conclude the court's docket.
Okay.
And you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.